Hi guys, what is up? It is Alex here, and we are here with another episode of F1 2012 Career Mode. You can see there, I'm starting 10th at Silverstone, a pretty disappointing qualifying from me. Not my best circuit in the world, but I'm going to try my best to try and get up there and get some more points than 10th place, and only 1 point for 10th obviously. And yeah, a bit disappointing, but actually Mark Webber got a place penalty, or some sort of place penalty. I'm not really sure how many positions it was, because he was going to start ahead of me, but he's actually starting from 24th. So that means that we actually jump up to 9th position after all that, which is a bit weird. I don't really know what happened there. Maybe some random glitch. But into turn 1, I've got to be aggressive. Perez, Schumacher, Rosberg ducks in behind me. Got to make sure I put my car in the right place at the right time. They all go to the inside, so I go to the outside. Trying to squeeze here. Am I going to go for the move on Raikkonen? Last little minute lunge. And just get down the inside on there. Grosjean gets a bit sideways. We get the move done. And up to 3rd position. Now Alonso's slow in a straight line. We hit the back of him very slightly. And we actually move alongside Alonso. In the space of a couple of corners, we have went from 9th position all the way up to 2nd position. And there's only a second separating me and Lewis Hamilton. So I might be able to catch him, I might not be able to catch him. I'm in the fast fuel mixture, as you can see there. And expected to pit on lap 5. So I'm going to try my best to try and catch up to the back of him, but that McLaren is super fast and I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to the back of it. But here we are on to lap 4. I think Hamilton at this point's gained quite a lot of time, but then a safety car's deployed. What's this? There's just a random safety car. We take advantage of the situation and we're going to come into the pit lane here. You can see Lewis Hamilton stayed out, but what a situation. You don't get many safety cars in this game, and 2 times in this career mode so far. Out of 9 races we have got a safety car. I think the last one was Malaysia, and that strategy was absolutely awesome in Malaysia, which put us on prime position to win that race. And that's what we're going to try and do here, but this is not as fortunate. You can see all these cars going past us. Webber there, he's made his way up to 11th o'clock. De La Rosa, Raikkonen I think is already pitted. Peak, Hulkenberg, all these slower cars going past me here. Maldonado's down in 18th, I don't know what's happened to him. Carter Cayen is going to come out in front of us just slightly there. And Alonso's down in 20th. This is probably one of the craziest races I've ever seen. So many cars just randomly placed everywhere. And a safety car out in the middle of nowhere. As you can see here, later on the lap, some more cars pit. So that's going to put us up to, I think, about 9th or so position here. And then this is 1 lap 2 green. You can see up to 9th position. Peak is up in 7th. Carter Cayen is in 8th. And actually, I think Peak might be higher up than that. Great sort of strategy for some of those guys. But then here we are. We're going to the restart. We're in 9th position, just randomly flicking through all the views as I'm getting pretty bored driving along the grass because I'm so bored. As you can see here, Carter Cayen, Hulkenberg, and I think that's Peak in front of him, and that's in front of us. Now, who is going to go into the pit lane? Sorry. Who isn't going to go into the pit lane, who isn't, it's going to be a bit of a strategy. 2 cars in front of me haven't gone into the pits, the rest of them have. That's going to put us up into 3rd position, and actually going to mean that Jean-Eric Vergne leads the race as he comes across the line here, and Hulkenberg will be in 2nd. I think it's Jean-Eric Vergne. Yes, it is. Hulkenberg is in 2nd, but we get past him very quickly, up into 2nd position, and Jean-Eric Vergne leads the race for Toro Rosso, and he's going to put in some pretty good times, I'm not going to lie. He's pulling away from me a lot and a lot and a lot, and that Toro Rosso for some reason is extremely fast, and the car behind me is obviously the Force India. Not such as fast in this condition, but I'm still pretty surprised by the Toro Rosso's pace. But unlucky for Vergne, he didn't make his pit stop in the stages so far. He started on the primes, I think, so there it is. Unlucky for Vergne, he's down, I think probably like to 7th, 8th, 9th, something like that. Disappointing for him, but for me, this has just been an absolutely amazing race. 2 cars have retired from this race, you can see there, only 22 cars left running. But here we are on lap 12, about to go on to lap 13, and 2 cars out of all of this have kept onto the back of me. I haven't had the fastest car throughout this race, I haven't been the best driver, but I've got into the lead somehow, which is always the key thing. But Grosjean is the car behind me, the guy I'm pretty much going with the championship with, and this is going to be a pretty gnarly race to the finish here. He's going to try whatever he can to get past me in the last dying corners of this 13-lap race. And we all know how dominant that Lotus is in my career mode so far. It is so much faster than my Red Bull in so much situations, but in other situations my Red Bull is faster, so I suppose it equals itself out. And it's just been luck of the draw really that we came out in the lead. But Kobayashi and Grosjean right behind me on this final lap of the race. We're actually having a half decent first sector of this last lap, then dipping a wheel into the gravel. Not the smartest thing to do when you've got two young drivers, young fast drivers right behind you on the final lap with half a lap to go. Grosjean's thinking about it, going into the old turn one, but just doesn't get it done, and he actually loses time by trying to go for the move. He's got Kobayashi right behind him now, and that means Kobayashi might be able to jump up into the second position spot, but maybe he can't, maybe he can. Who knows? I'm not very fast around here. Grosjean's catching me all the time. The tension is building because you can just run slightly wide at this last couple of corners, get onto the marbles and lose so much time. And luckily I don't run too wide. I run a little bit wide here, going over the curb, nearly putting all four of the over the line, but luckily just about sticking it on the track. So here we are, the last couple of corners of the 13-lap race at Silverstone. We come round the final corner to win the race. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't really believe going into this weekend I would have won the race, and a great result from Webber as well. He got 5th position in that race after starting last. He's had a pretty good race, and I've beat my objective, which is also a good thing. Grosjean grabbed 2nd, just over a second behind me, and you can see Verne, after that, leading the race at some point, is down in 13th, and Kobayashi picks up 2nd position, which is great for him, with Kovalainen in 4th. Absolutely crazy stuff there. But now we lead the championship by 105 points. But don't think that this is an easy race. Some of these races coming soon, I'm not very good at. See you soon, guys. Goodbye.